This is Julien, and I'm here in Milan, Italy, and what I want to talk about today is building authority over yourself. Okay, so right now, you probably have a million questions. Okay, if I asked you to post, your main, most important question here below, whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you want to ask me, the comments would be fucking endless. Okay, there's this option on Facebook now where you can actually do a Q&A, and those are obviously the most popular posts you could ever do on Facebook. And being realistic, a lot of it is due to the interactivity. But okay, questions, we all have questions. And the interesting part here is that most of your questions, I can guarantee you right now, you already have the fucking answer, okay? But you just don't have enough personal authority. So I'll test people with this at live seminars, okay? If you come to an event, probably 80% of the questions that I get, you already know the answer. And all I have to do is, what do you think? Whatever it is. Right now you may be like, well, I'm procrastinating a little bit. What do I do? What do you think? What do you think you're gonna do? What should you do? I don't really know. Maybe motivate myself? How do I motivate myself? What do you think? Okay, I can just say, what do you think? In 80% of those questions, the person will reach the answer. Okay, it's already inside you, but once again, you haven't built enough authority. Now, why does this happen? Okay, well, on one hand, what you have to realize is that this is, in a way, a comfort trap. Okay, it's so easy to hang on to the excuse, I just don't have the answer. I wish I could go out, break out of my comfort zone, expand who I am, but I just don't know how, and I'm waiting for someone to give me the answer. Okay, this is huge with seminars as well. A lot of people, they go to seminars, they want the answer. Okay, they have their question lined up, and if they get it, cool. Okay, but most of the time they won't even put it to use, so that's on you. You really have to build that personal leverage. But let's just say you don't get it, I can guarantee you too, deep down inside, you're a little happy. Okay, why? Because you can leave that event being like, hey, that was a fun fucking seminar, but I still don't have the answer I need to progress and grow. So there's no reason to really feel bad. I'm doing everything in my power, I just don't have the answer. Okay, it helps with the rationalizations of feeling good about remaining the same and not growing. Okay, so that's one reason. Okay, your own subjectivity kind of fucks you up. And my advice to you here is stop waiting for the answer and start figuring shit out. Okay, you have to be the figure-outer. One thing you can do is just ask yourself, what would I do right now if no one would ever give me the answer? Okay, whatever your question is, imagine you will never ever get the answer. What would you do? And then start acting accordingly. Okay, that'll help rebuild that authority over yourself. And the other reason this happens is there's just so much information out there. Okay, there's so many of these YouTube videos, people giving you advice, that you make the transition from a healthy balance of internal-external to 100% external. And you listen to everyone else around you, and you just stop listening internally. Okay, you ignore that little voice, you devalue the advice you give yourself, and you need external input, external feedback, if you will. And this is crazy, okay? When I say, what do you think? Oftentimes like, well, I should motivate myself. How? I should do this. So why didn't you do it? Okay, why? Because that person was waiting for someone external to them to give them the fucking answer. Okay, even if it's the same, you're always looking for that reinforcement because you devalued the internal. Okay, so the key here is to find that healthy balance, okay, and obviously it can't be 100% internal either. It's a mix, okay, and just slowly start rebuilding it. So my advice to you here is realize, okay, what are the questions I would ask? Let's just say Julien told me to comment my questions here below. What would they be? And now let's imagine no one ever gave me the answer. I would never get the answer. What would I do to figure it out? Okay, how am I going to start being the figure-outer? What resources would I look up? What game plan would I come up with to deal with this here? Okay, and it's a muscle you build. Start slow, baby step your way there, and regain that authority over yourself. Until next time.